Alright. Alright, so missing that. You got a ride this weekend. We needed to lube the, clean the chain and lube it up. So we got the stand here, which we can use, but I'm guessing most people don't. So we'll bypass that one, but you always just want to make sure you have a stand that it's balanced and not leaning from one side to the other, tilting, making sure it's balanced. But let's bypass the stand. So you hold that. I'll lose the stand. You want a nice little surface, throw it on. The main things, I think these are the big ones that you can keep an eye on. You need something to clean. So you can buy this very expensive cleaning chain cleaner, or you can go to what's that car place here? Super cheap, and get Kerosene, which does just as well, right? The other thing that works pretty dang well in the cleaning world is WD-40, which I like a lot. Plus, it pulls out the moisture, so it drives out moisture. That's pretty crucial for you know, getting these chains nice and dry, because you don't want them picking up dirt as you go. So those are the options. What we're going to do today is, instead of using our little chain cleaner, which I'll show on another day, you can set this little guy up, right? Put some stuff in there, run it through. Yeah, and it's pretty nice, works pretty well. But we're gonna go old school. So I'm gonna go a little kerosene, and this is to get it really super, you know, get the chain really super clean. I'm gonna go kerosene, a little bit of WD-40, and then go to the lube. The last thing is the lube, which you have. There's different types of lube, and especially in Australia, when it's moist, you want to get a drier lube that's not going to pick up dirt as you go. So I really think people need to be cleaning their chains every, you know, couple weeks, you know? I'm sure you do that, right?
Of course.
Plus or minus a year?
That's about
Yeah,
right.
yeah, something like that. So anyway, ceramic, wax, lube, dry. So there's a lot of different ones. I take the ceramic, dry, wax. So the first thing I'm going to do is knock open this kerosene. I'm going to use some old undies. They're old but clean. That's kind of key, right? I actually like the wider things to know that I can see the dirt on the chain. You know what I mean? So I'll usually pick out this one, get a little kerosene on there, right? And it's all how you mount the bike. I'll put the lid on here because I'm a klutz. So for me personally, I like to come from the back side of the bike. And what I do is, you can kind of see where the chain, you got a couple lengths, some distance here. I'll grab the pedal, make sure I got the chain, and I'll just hold the pedal. I'm kind of holding it with my right leg and my left hand, and I'm cleaning it, right? And you see right away I get the dirt, right? Then I'm going to spin it backwards. Actually, I'll spin it forwards on this one, and I get to another little spot, find out where I got some kerosene. Same thing, drive it through, and make sure you're kind of pinching the wire as well, right? And just giving it a good run through. So you got to get the sides, right? But you also got to get inside the links, inside each little link, right? So that's pretty important. So I'll do it again, and you'll definitely know, like you can see that's clean, up there's dirty. So you can do both now, right? So I'll do the bottom down here, and then I'll also do the top, right? And it looks like we kind of just need one more in there, so we'll spin around one more time, about there. And so it's getting pretty dirty, obviously. I'll spin it around, make sure I got a clean spot. Run it through. Sometimes the chain can come off. You can just pull on the derailleur, and that'll set it back up. and run it back and forth. Right? And then every time it comes off, you can kind of just go like that, up the top. And so you can see you got a nice, really silver chain, right?
Mhm.
I'll run through the gears one time just to make sure I haven't screwed anything up and set it. Now, this is an extra step. You could just go with the kerosene, keep it clean, and then move to the oil. But like I said, I like to use a little bit of WD-40. So I'll kind of just spray in there, like that. I'll slowly spin it back. Same thing, a little WD-40. Right? You know me, I'm a little bit of a neat freak, right? I see a little piece that's dirty there, so I just give it a little nudge. And then probably just one more time. So the chain's looking pretty awesome. Good. And it's pretty dang good. And then so I'm just going like that. Now, come back to this side and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run through the gears, pedal through once, and then just make sure I get this WD-40 off, right? Little scrub here, scrub there, push it through again. Same thing, and you'll start to see that we're getting a lot less dirt. Yeah, so we're pretty good. So, yeah, making sure you get all the oil off, all the dirt off, and now it's clean and ready for the lube. Now with the lube, you got to make sure that I give a little shake because some of the stuff can settle to the bottom. And this one I like to be pretty particular about, kind of one link at a time, right? You can do things to make sure like you're not getting, you know, dirt on here. You know, you could wrap something around there or whatever, but I just choose to clean it after, right? So as it's going, I just run and I make sure one drop hits each link, right? Ding, 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 ding. And if you keep the pressure on, the way these little bottles are made is that each time, you know, it hits it bumps, it gets a drop. And, you know, you're trying to get the lube inside the links, not, and I just overcooked it a little there, but I'd say I more than got it a few times, right? Take a little quick there. Now, because this has got the kerosene on it, I use my other pair of undies. Come back to this side, and here, you're not, just like we were really working it hard, cleaning the other one, this time I'm just holding it, and if I can, I just spin lightly through and pull it off. Sometimes it'll skip a gear, so I run it back through, and I just, you know, making sure that I just get the excess off. The main thing you want to get is the size, you know, so I just kind of run it like that. If you hear the gears flip, get it set again, back down. And I'd say we're probably more than okay at this point. And there it is. So I'll show it the camera. We got a nice new sparkly chain ready to rock and roll. 9 minutes.